Hi everybody, it's Sabrina, your host of About This Aging Thing. We do not let the aging process dictate how we get older. I have with me today, Mistress Angela. It's the first of the month. We're excited. November is here. I can't believe it. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it ended 2023.
I know. Somebody had how many days was left. I said, I can't read this right now. Because it was crazy. I can't believe the year is over. It's been a very different year. Different. I'm going to leave it at different.
Different.
Yeah. And so for the harvest, for the coming up in the Thanksgiving holidays, look what I gave you, Mistress Angela. I wanted to decorate it and put like lingerie on it or something.
Yay!
But no. Or some lashes. But no, I didn't do it. So
okay, maybe for the winter, the December holidays, we can do something special with decorations.
Ooh, yeah.
We can have some sparkling glitter. I think we should go out with a bang, don't you?
So I'm afraid to ask. Yeah. I'm afraid to ask, but did you do anything for the Halloween weekend last weekend?
Not really.
Ooh,
I know.
That was close.
Not really, but Halloween. Not for the weekend. Let's say that. Mm-hmm. So for the actual day on Tuesday, do a little something with my family.
Oh.
So a little low key, PG-13.
That's nice. There were some kids trick or treating last week. They were big though. I opened my door.
Well, kids grow tall these
19,
days. No,
20.
They just look like they were 18.
They were big.
Okay.
Some big kids. Get out my door. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, all right, so we're going to get into it. First of all, I want to say hello. I want to talk about this real quick. So for those of you who actually support the show and watch it more than once, I know you can probably see that the format has changed. The caption has changed. I wanted to make it more fluid, more organic, and less regimented.
Capricorn, less regimented.
Capricorn. Less scheduled and more of just kind of taking the bull by its horns and just kind of talking about whatever I need to talk about.
Okay, that's what's
you're going to see a lot more of me without a guest. Let's see what else is different. I think that's it. And somebody asked me why I was doing this again, and I just wanted to reiterate because it's been a while since I said it. The reason I thought to do this was because most of my friends are 50 or older. I have friends that are in their 30s too, but most of them are 50 and older, and we have really great conversations, and I thought that enough of that wasn't being had. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see a whole lot of it on social media or on TV, so I thought I would jump in there and make my contribution to having conversations about getting older on the positive side. There's a lot of negativity about getting older. There's a lot of devaluing about getting older. I heard a man say, I will not mention his name.
What did he say?
He's no longer with us. I'll give you that hint. But he said that women lose their value as they get older, and men increase their value as they get older. And of course, I went straight to the comments. I ran to the comments. But I thought it was really interesting that there are some people who really buy into that because society has done that. Because men, I was going to say, men kind of dictate society, especially white men.
It's a male-driven society.
And I say especially white men because also the culture of that race tends to age differently, and then they don't value their elders. Some of them don't value their elders. So I say all this to say I was trying to figure out where that came from in the first place. Like, where did it come from that we're less of? Because in other countries that's not the case. In America, that is the case. That's why I was saying culturally. Like in other countries, that's not the case. They value you as you get older. They value your wisdom. They always want to know how you're doing, what you're doing. I was taken aback by that. I had to read that twice, and I was like, wow. And I spent way too much time reading comments. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's based in fear, though. You just said the white man. I mean, a European man, if you want to call it, the American Caucasian man, and their life is built on power. So a lot of times as they get older, unless it's in a financial situation, in a business sense, their power shifts a lot of time. And, women have a lot of power. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think it's a fear base sometimes, and it's against the norm. Think about how this country was built. Yeah.
True. This one lady said, "Are you talking about the same men that are going bald and
Absolutely.
have
Absolutely.
erectile dysfunction and high blood?" She was going off. She was going off. Now, I feel like that also fosters like the battle between male and female. So I didn't want to get all into that, but I just I don't know why I brought that up. But
so I've had a really busy month last month, right? So yesterday I decided to go to a toy store, adult toy store, and I haven't been in one in a while, and I was still amazed at how many more products they had for what you just mentioned for the men, for male society, and looking for women. It was really like this one corner.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
It was. I was like, what about mine?
Yeah.
Orgasms.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I was going down a rabbit hole. Y'all know this is Mistress Angela. I didn't officially introduce her. She's had some exciting things going on in the month of October, and I want her to tell you all about this latest venture of her being highlighted in a magazine.
Oh, thank you. So last month, one of the first articles came out from Pretty Women Hustle, and it's about entrepreneurship, Black women especially in entrepreneurship, and I had the opportunity to talk about the work I do in the sexuality field, right? So it was a really amazing thing. I was able to talk about why I do what I do, the fun the joy I get out of it, and some of the challenges that happen being a person of color and older and living in the South doing this type of work. So, and supporting my people, my communities.
Awesome.
So
I'm really proud of you.
Oh,
that was a great article too.
Thank you. You read it?
What if I didn't read it? What if I didn't read it and then brought it up and then she's like, "Did you know the song?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't read it." No, I read it. It was really good. Really
Thank
good.
you.
And the pictures were great too.
Thank you. Thank you. Two of my photographers here in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were really great. Oh, before we go any further,
Yes.
we are drinking mimosas this Sunday.
Yeah.
This mimosa is made out of cranberry, mango, and pineapple juice with champagne. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Champagne.
There might be a little something else in there.
Champagne.
I made some sangria. You know how you make sangria with fruit and wine. And then I got a recipe from Instagram and threw some rum in it. And my daughter was like, she drank a lot. She was like, that was really good, but could you just make regular because you're not supposed to be that tipsy on
Absolutely,
sangria.
you can. So can I get it to go the next time you make it? Can you call me so I can get my Prince cup?
I think I'll make it on Thanksgiving. You want to make you something? I'll put some away for you. I think
that would be great.
Yeah, I'll make it on Thanksgiving.
Because holiday season is upon us.
It's upon us. I'm excited.
We're in Q4 2023. Amazing.
All right, so today we're going to have Q&A from Mistress Angela.
Yeah.
I know we seem like we're kind of rambling, but it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Keep showing that pumpkin.
I know. I felt the urge to pick up the pumpkin and hold it.
So for Mistress Angela, I'm going to be reading. I do have my glasses, but I have a new something I'm trying.
Okay.
Without my glasses.
Okay.
Let's see if I can read it. You know how I do it.
I'm wishing you well in reading with no glasses.
Mistress Angela. Okay, we got. She don't want us to use her name. 56 years old.
Okay.
She said, "I've been watching the show. Yay, thank you." And I see you've talked about orgasms before, as she says.
I have.
She says, "I've never had an orgasm in 56 years." I'm going to reiterate that. That makes me sad.
56.
Where do you suggest I start? That's the question.
Where you start? Wow. So, block some time on your schedule, okay? Before we even get to the orgasm part, block some time for yourself. Maybe an hour if you need to start off slow. And depending on what your living situation is. Are you with a partner? Or are you single?
She didn't say.
Yeah, so those two things are some key factors, right? But I would say regardless of what your situationship is, block an hour for yourself. And maybe just take some time with you. Do something that you enjoy. Maybe go get a massage, right? Maybe do something that relaxes you. And then think about what type of orgasm you want, right? Well, you have never had one.
Right, so I was like,
how you don't know what you want.
How do they know?
Let's think about the feeling. So you watch shows over the years and you see different people in different intimate settings, right? What's your stage? What kind of stage do you want to set up?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's put it in a role playing sense. That'll make it a little bit more fun, and you won't be so focused on getting the orgasm. You won't get stuck in your head, if that makes sense,
Gotcha.
right? Because we do that when we're over 50 a lot. We get stuck in our head.
Or if you're Capricorn, but go ahead.
Oh, Capricorn. Okay, we'll leave it there. But so create that space for yourself and just get in tune with your body. Maybe take a long hot shower, or if you're a bath person, do one of those two things. So you're cleansing your body because your body is your temple, right? And first realize why you haven't had one. Has it been you just never thought about it? Has it been that you've had intimate relations and it just never did it for you, right? So we got to figure out what that block is, right? So once we figure out what that block is, maybe you thought orgasms wasn't for you because it wasn't taught that it was a good thing, or maybe it's something physical. Because it's something physical, we have to dive into that a different way. So let's figure out what it is that block. And then once you bring that up and you can release it to a certain extent, then let's just play a little bit. Moisturize your body. I love talking about
moisturizing. I
do.
That's your thing.
I do, but that keeps us youthful
moisturized.
too. Stay moisturized. You gotta stay moist.
Stay moisturized. Stay ready.
Right? Stay ready. So you have to get ready, right? But how do you stay ready? You gotta pamper yourself. You gotta pamper yourself.
That's
and one
true.
of the things we don't do is take time for us. So a key factor in orgasms is making time for it. So I talk about creating those spaces where you make time for you. When you moisturizing yourself, or you're preparing for your day, that's you time.
Right.
Regardless of what your day is like, it's you time. So if you take time to moisturize, you're touching yourself, you're getting reconnected with your skin, with your body. And then maybe just kind of play a little bit. Maybe look in the mirror at yourself. See what you love about your body. Do you love your hips? Do you love your height? Whatever the situation may be, fall in love with you. Right?
Nice.
So it's steps before you even get to the orgasm. I would start with a small toy, like a little finger tickler or something like that. Something outside of yourself so that you can experience different sensations. Because sometimes I'm tongue-tied, that mimosa.
That's specialty. That's pretty good.
It is delicious. Thank you for making that today. Try some different sensations. So maybe going and getting a vibrator. You can order one online, or you can go to a store like I was talking about, just going into a store and do a little tickler and see how it feels. What kind of sensations does it come up? And then as you let those sensations build, an orgasm usually can come from that if you take the time with yourself. That makes sense? So I would start with something small like that. If you find in yourself that you're having blocks, then of course, call me. I got you. Again, I do the intimacy urgent care,
Right.
which is where we do like 3 sessions together, and we can kind of break through whatever those barriers are so you can achieve an orgasm.
Can you clarify what 3 sessions together means for some people?
Right. So we spend time together.
What's
We
it look like?
Yeah, we do one-on-one coaching, right? And then you have some bonus work to do. So maybe we need to really dive into what's going on with you, right? It's kind of hard to really say where to start at when you're in that age and you never had one without diving into who you are as a person. So let's get to know each other. So we do 3 sessions together, usually about an hour and a half together. And then we do some bonus work together where you go and actually work on the assignments that I'm giving you, right? And then you come back, we see how that worked, and then we go on to the next time. So we maybe clarify a goal. So maybe by the end of this year, you want to have your first orgasm. I say end of the year because life is busy.
Right.
So we schedule our sessions together so I can give you the actual tools that work for you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that was helpful.
It's a start.
Hope
It's a
she's
cherry
going to
popper.
see that answer. I'm sure she'll be looking for the answer. They know you coming first of the month. All right, the next one. Okay, y'all. So I bent the rules a little bit because this person is 48, but they have watched every show. They message me. They've been very supportive, and I always say, come back when you're 50.
Shame on you.
We'll put you
being
on the
biased.
show. We'll put you on the show when you're 50. And she was like, but a lot of people think I should have started at the 40 thing, 40 plus. But
Understood.
I think that's kind of extreme. 40 seems so young to me, but whatever. So I tell her, okay, I'll ask the question. She also doesn't want her name.
Understood.
So she says, my husband has never been able to give me an orgasm after 12 years of marriage. She's happy with him in every other way. How can I introduce a vibrator into our sex life? Or should I do what I've been doing and just masturbate after he leaves, after we have sex and he goes off to work or whatever, then I use it to masturbate. So,
Okay.
now she doesn't explain why she's asking, because my first thought when I saw that question was, are you asking, is he against you bringing something into the bedroom? You see what I'm saying? So she's saying, how can I bring it into the bedroom? But I guess he got to be on board too.
So, insecurities in sexuality, right?
Yeah.
So you said 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really long time. Unfortunately, she's not the only person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of men to mention the same thing where they can't please their partner.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great to hear from a female calling in. So thank you for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do it, introducing the conversation if you've never brought it up before at all, because apparently there is a gap in the sexuality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe watching a show together. On Netflix is the thing about the sex coaches on there. I can't think of the name of the show, but it's a good way to say, hey, let's watch a show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I came across this show and I thought it was really cool. Let's watch it together.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about different things in sexuality. So maybe it's a way to spark the conversation to say, so what do you think about toys? Have you ever thought about wanting to try a toy?
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Because I'm sure he recognizes that she doesn't have an orgasm. I'm pretty sure. And
unless she's faking. She didn't say. A lot of women have been faking.
Okay, if you're faking,
years.
stop. Because you're doing a disservice to yourself and your partner.
And, I had somebody tell me they faked the orgasm because they just wanted it to be over.
I understand that. But don't fake it. You know what I mean? So enjoy it for whatever it is, if you can. So, I mean, sometimes you don't have orgasm because it goes really quickly, right? You may have a 60-second situation. And as you get older, it's hard to have an orgasm in 60 seconds for a lot of women. I'm not going to talk about the...
Oh, you're saying the man might not last more than a minute.
Right. He may not last that long. So you
sorry.
can't have an orgasm in 60 seconds as we get older, right? It takes us more... We were just watching a show recently, one of the talk shows, and it was talking about it takes a minute for us to warm up as women. So if he's just going straight into it, you don't have time to have an orgasm.
Oh, are you saying that, like, as we get older, the foreplay is less? For some people, like, especially with the erection stuff for men, right? Oh, because they have to get it when they can get it.
Exactly. That's why the training goes into effect, right? If he's on meds and he's like, oh, bet, it's working today. Let's get it in right now. You know what I mean? So they're not thinking about their partner to a certain extent. They're just excited that they have an erection, one. And two, that it's a good erection.
Be excited too,
right.
To have an erection.
Right. And when we were younger, so if you flip it, when we were younger, we could jump up pretty quickly. The majority. Think about your orgasms when you were younger.
I'm thinking and listening.
But you were able to just come in the house and just jump on each other. But with your body changes and his body changes, sometimes that shifts. We need more time. And they just excited that they got an erection. Like when they were 16. You know what I mean? 17, when you first started out. It's the same as when you first start out. So if he doesn't know, or he's just excited because he's scared to ask you, you know, did you have a good time? You know, you just go to sleep, right? So let's get back to introducing the toy. So maybe go to a show or something, or even this show, right? And say, hey, what do you think about toys? That's part of why we talk about the things we talk about is you have a reference where you can take it outside of your personal bedroom to bring up that conversation. So if you bring it up, you may be surprised. They're like, oh my God, I've been thinking about that, but I was scared you might think I was nasty, or where did I come up with the idea, or think I was cheating because I came up with the idea of a toy, or, you know, get into our own feelings. So try from that aspect. If they are intimidated by a toy being introduced into the situation, the toy can enhance it just for the reason I just mentioned. So if he's having challenges with his erection, which I would say over 60% of men do, right? Wow. And you bring in a toy, you both can be pleased in a way. He can kind of get you aroused. Men are visually stimulated.
That's why Cher got a 37-year-old.
Absolutely. Visual stimulation is huge. So imagine your partner even using the toy with you, right? And they're seeing you get aroused. They get aroused. By the time they're ready, physically ready, you're physically ready. and it can make everybody, happy ending.
Not happy. Ooh, okay.
Did that help? I think
yeah,
so.
I think that's great.
And if that doesn't help
advice.
again, give me a call. We can talk about it in the
That's great advice.
intimate.
To put it in front of him and then say, "What do you think about that?"
Right. So have a conversation. Same thing I talk about with my men, because it's hard to bring up
No
sex.
pun intended.
Yeah.
Hard.
Look at you. Drink some more of that mimosa. I gotta catch up. Hold on.
What do you think about when she said that? What do you think about? Okay, so sex is not bad. She's just not having orgasms. So what do you think about it if you had a great session and then when they go off, when they leave or whatever, and you got some time to yourself, just masturbating to get that orgasm that you didn't get during sex? You think something's wrong with that?
Absolutely not. I think.
Do you think it's deceptive?
I think being honest about it.
As long as she's not faking, like she's having an orgasm.
Right. Like don't tell your partner, "Oh, you're the best and I've ever had," and this and that, and you gotta you're sneaking off to go get what you need. We're too grown for that. I'm trying not to curse today, okay? But we're too grown for that. But I do believe that we all need moments of a time with ourselves too, right? Because there are things that that you want that you don't have to think about when you're with that partner. So yes, we had a great session. No, I didn't have an orgasm. I believe in having an orgasm the majority of the time if you can. Because it does relieve the stress that we talk about. It makes you youthful. It makes you vibrant. It clears your head, clears the stress. But you don't have to hide it. Tell your partner, like, guess what I did? It was amazing.
Oh, right.
Next time, I want you to be there when I do it. Get that conversation and that arousal going. Talk, dirty to your partner. Tell them what you're doing. Get them aroused. Get them interested.
Orgasms are also really good for anxiety.
Yes.
And I know since the pandemic, the percentage of people with anxiety has gotten higher and higher.
Absolutely.
And they say
the masses,
that orgasms help with that. You can people self-medicate by smoking or drinking.
Absolutely.
But you can also self-medicate with orgasms.
Right. I heard they say, because I was a part of that they club, that it helps with the stress, right? I think it's whenever you decide that you have to sneak it with your partner. That's the feeling of deception. Yeah. So I think if you're transparent, opening those doors of transparency is huge when you're in a relationship.
And if you find out that I'm taking this, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but I'm taking it to
you're a rabbit hole day.
I know.
Okay.
So if you find out that your partner doesn't like that you masturbate after you've had sex with him,
great
then but you continue to do it, are you being deceptive, or you just make sure you take care of yourself like any other space in your life?
So that brings up the conversation that I was talking about earlier, having a real conversation. Like, if they don't like that you do that, then let's talk about how I can do that with you. Right? I'm not being fulfilled in just what we're doing. It's not giving me the toe curling that I need, so to speak. And you talk about it. Like, well, when we're together, I love being with you, but it takes me a while to get aroused. It takes me a while, and I really want to focus on you. So when I'm focusing on you, I don't really think about my body, or I'm thinking about 100 things. I want to make sure I please you. I want to, all those things that go through our head when we're having sex, right? If you don't think about it, just the next time you have sex, afterwards, just think about, what was that like for me? Was I missing something? Is it something I wanted that I didn't say? Was I satisfied? Was I fulfilled?
Do you have any tricks? And we have another question, y'all. I'm sorry. This is my last.
No worries.
Do you have any tricks for people who are just maybe passive aggressive or really shy or just not really verbal? Do you have a trick for them to get their partners to do what they want them to do without saying, "I need you to do this"? Because a lot of people are not comfortable, even in the bed. Like I always say, talk to people. Don't talk about sex in the bed. Talk about sex somewhere else, because in the bed you're more sensitive.
Absolutely.
Especially don't talk about it right after sex. If you give it
if you're not comfortable with it,
right? And if you're giving like suggestions, like I wouldn't do that right after sex. Next time you should do blank, because now I feel like you think I didn't do what I was supposed to do. They can be sensitive to that. And
you have to build up. You have to build up to that, right?
Right. So how do you what do you do with the person? What would you suggest to a person who is not verbal? Not, maybe passive aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even say passive aggressive.
vagina.
insecure in that space. They're just not comfortable speaking in that space.
Right.
Yeah.
So you on a roll today. Mistress Angela. Your little feature in the magazine. Just get different.
If you're shy. So let's do this. And I don't like to talk about what I do, but I have to talk about what I do, right? Because what I do
talk about what you do.
There are aids to help with situations like this, right?
Right.
So like last year we did the journal together when we created the journal together. It's a way to write down what you want. If you think about some of those pictures and images in that journal there were prompts in there for you to think about it, right? Because you have to get comfortable with yourself before you can get comfortable with someone else to talk about sex. And if you can't even say that as a woman, I need this in my life, but I don't know how to do it because of X, Y, and Z. You got to start somewhere. You got to break the ice. You got to break the ice. So this is why we create the journals and the games. So even outside of my games, how do you take control of those situations? We have fun. What's your sweet spot with your partner? Like, what do you guys love to do? Is it watching football games? Is it going fishing? Is it just hanging out at home watching TV, vegging on a Saturday night? If you're out with the kids, like, how do you guys create moments of intimacy together, right? And if you don't know how to do that, then there are prompts to do that. So like with the game, you can kind of sit down together and say, tell me your wildest fantasy in 60 seconds. And the rules of the game, you can't judge.
Is that in your game? Oh.
So those are things.
Game, how can we get it?
That's coming out holiday season.
Okay,
the promotions are coming out soon.
That's great. So you're saying you play a game and that helps open up the conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have a timer with it so that you can't go down the rabbit hole. Women, we go down a rabbit hole, real talk. But men do too in a different way. So how do you listen to each other? And a lot of times we listen by having a good time when we learn.
Right.
When we're at games and we're at social events, promotionals or whatever we're doing, people are explaining conversations. Like, oh, I get it. But they're having fun. If you think about when we do the thing with Montoya, right? When he has his Friday night
mental
dialogues, right?
Oh, on the third Friday.
Yeah, so the way he gets, one of the things I love about what he does is how he brings people together.
Right. And
how people can open dialogues and conversation. So what I did was pivot and say, how can we do that in an intimate setting? So
that would be great. That concept would be great in an intimate setting.
Yeah, but the journals are there now. The sessions together, like we can do fun sessions together, right? We can talk about. I have a way of being able to bring up conversations sexually where nobody is feeling intimidated, and then you both have homework together, right? But we do it in a short amount of time because we don't have a lot of time, and it's different to prioritize your sexuality. So one, you got to make it important to you,
right?
Right. So if you're shy, just like if you think about when you're at work and you feel that it's time for a promotion or a raise, you have to speak up for yourself. So the same thing sexually, you got to learn how to speak up for yourself.
Right.
So taking a deep breath and realizing what it is that you want. So you're not in an emotional space. After my, as you like to say, sessions, right? I've gotten to a point in my life where afterwards we can talk about the good, the bad, the ugly.
It's not that I like to say that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
She says sessions. I say play days. Right? I say play days. But we talk about how we have, what was great? Oh my God. I liked what you did behind my ear, right? When you hear that positive feedback, you're more open to trying something different with your partner.
Oh, I see. So they should start with something positive. Like, I like what you did there.
Yes.
And do you think we could do blank?
Yes.
I see.
I was thinking, can we try this? So I was thinking, can we go away tonight and we go take a shower together? Right? I want to wash you. I want you to wash me. I've always wanted to be washed, have my body washed by my partner. And they were like, for real? I didn't know that. And then when they get in there, they get excited too. So you're building that bonding time together as well. Recreating that bonding time.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
You might know what you're doing.
I might know a little something.
Yeah, you might know what you're doing.
A little bit. I've been doing this for a minute.
All right, we got one who's going to let us use his name or his first name.
And it's a he.
It's a he. It's a brother. We got about 10 that watch us now. It's a brother. Brother Max. Max says he's 60. Now you don't like this. Now he watches the show. He watches the show. You ready? He said he stay ready.
Stay ready. She staged you
ready.
already.
No blue pills necessary.
What?
Go ahead, Mac. I had to click Mac's profile. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me get myself together. But feels silly masturbating so much at his age.
Wow.
He put help, exclamation mark. I was thinking that. I was like, why? I guess.
Pause. Let's give Max some.
Yes, Mac.
So much. I heard that word so much. Okay, continue.
No blue pills needed now.
That's what's up. I love you.
Everybody gonna be like, oh, who was his last name? I'm sorry. He said he stayed ready. No blue pills necessary.
Stay ready, Max.
So I'm assuming if he says I feel silly masturbating at my age, he's feeling like he has to masturbate because he's not getting enough. So he didn't give me a whole lot of details. So I don't know if women his age can't keep up with him, which I know that feeling.
It's a fact.
Or if he doesn't feel like dating. So he didn't give me a whole lot. So he's just saying help because he feels silly. Maybe he just wants you to talk to him about why he shouldn't feel silly masturbating at 60.
That's
the
what
only
I'm
thing
thinking.
I can think of. Yeah,
I'm thinking that.
You know me. I was about to go all in the.
He was about to go down the rabbit hole. I told you it's a rabbit hole day.
I feel like Alice in Wonderland. Sometimes
You need to get a costume. Okay.
We're gonna talk about Halloween later. How I didn't get to go to the.
Do you remember? We've had
show.
some great
I went to the
Halloweens, by
party.
the way. We've had some great Halloweens.
You gonna say something's gonna get me in trouble? Go ahead.
No, I mean, who you gonna get in trouble with? I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
You're grown, right? You GAW. Get in trouble.
I'm in trouble with YouTube.
Oh, okay, that's right. I
Oh, you mean
forgot.
a person?
Yeah.
Oh, does nobody care about what I'm doing?
Yes, they do. They get that twitch when you talk.
Nobody care.
Okay, I digress.
Go ahead.
So let me say one. You brought up a point earlier about the men that watch this show, right?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
I get so many calls from people, from men, when they watch this show, right? Because they love that it's such a real conversation and that they don't really see that often in our age demographics. I want to give you that praise.
Thank you.
They usually don't comment because, they're private people.
Oh, yeah. Please comment and share. I keep hearing say this. Somebody got to say it throughout the show. Please comment and share. And
Right.
like,
You do.
and like,
You do.
just
You
click
do.
it. It don't cost you nothing. Just look at my finger. Please. I'm trying to grow our platform. Please.
So let's talk about Max.
Mistress Angela. Max. Okay, we got you, brother. I'm sorry. We digress.
It's a great thing, Max, that you have the vitality at 60 to have the need to masturbate, right? A lot of people don't.
Too. I did go to his profile, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Max, how you doing? So don't be silly about your needs and your desires. It's a healthy part of life, right? If you're in a relationship and you feel that you're hiding it all the time, and that makes you feel silly, that's a different thing.
Hiding
From the partner that they have to masturbate so much.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's talk about that. We need to talk one-on-one about that. But if it's just that you also am I doing this too much? Because most of my friends can't even get it up once a day.
That's what I'm thinking. He's
Yeah.
hearing the other side of it.
Yeah,
and
or
thinking something's wrong with me.
Absolutely. It's nothing wrong with you. You're a unicorn, right? And unicorns are special. We don't do what a lot of people, the norm.
We, Max, we're all unicorns.
We're all unicorns, right? But be happy that you have that type of vitality. Most people want that energy that you have and feel like that they aren't getting enough. They were just talking about Cher recently, right? Yeah. And her 37-year-old cannot keep up with her, and she's 77.
77, y'all, getting it.
That's what 30. If you think about what you were at 37, and at 77, I'm outdoing a 37-year-old. Think about that, Max. You're 60, and
he's a black 37-year-old man. I'm just saying.
Right.
Saying.
So be proud of that. I don't have that problem, right? So. Right. How do I maximize it in my relationship? You're at a point of life where you've lived a huge part of your journey. And the goal is to have many more years of that journey. But while you're here, enjoy it. I can't cuss on here, can I? Shit. Enjoy it. You feel me, Max?
Get it out. Get it out.
I have a healthy sex life. And I'm so excited, even if you're famous, still be who you are. Facts.
That's right.
So enjoy that. Embrace that you have that type of energy. And if your partner is intimidated or embarrassed, then you guys need to have a conversation because this is a part of who you are. Don't be ashamed of the energy that you bring to the table. period.
Call me Max.
Call him Max. So this is freedom, right? This is freedom. And it's about that freedom, right? So if you have the time and you enjoy it and you feel that you want that, then do it. If you have a partner and you're like, hey, what you doing? Let's get together for lunch. Or maybe leave work early today. Let's get together. I'm feeling kind of frisky today. Whatever it is, enjoy that, embrace that. There's so many men out there that are, again, they cannot because of different situations. Maybe it's their health, their diet, the medications, and they strive for that. So be happy that you got that. Don't be ashamed. And if you keep feeling like you're silly about it, I'm going to spank you with this tambourine. Okay?
So Max should be okay with masturbating.
Yes. And it's stress relief. Again, it's stress relief. I'm not ashamed.
It's going to keep him younger too and add years to your life, Max.
Absolutely.
Think about it that way. Maybe if he thinks about it medically, he won't feel bad.
I went to the toy store for my health. I needed a new toy.
She's dragging it down. It's a stretch.
It was for my health. You feel me, Max? Max and I together on this.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. But I went to the toy store for my health because I had lost chargers and I've been nonstop for the last few months. So I wanted something to help me.
Running your schedule. I
So I needed something to help release that stress because I haven't had a chance to hook up with a partner, to spend any time, quality adult time with someone, even with friends and that type of thing. I haven't had quality time with other people, so I need some type of connection.
Sorry.
But that was for me, and it made me feel so much better. So if the masturbation is also a part of your stress relief,
right,
so to speak,
that's awesome.
Do you have fun?
So Max, I hope you understood. You understand.
You know your assignment, Max.
You overstand. Yeah. Do you understand your assignment, Max? Just do it. Do what you want to do. Do how you feel. You know, somebody said to me, I can't believe you on there talking about you don't care about what people think and doing what you want to do. I just kind of laugh at it. I'm like, I don't know why you can't believe it. But I also saw somebody say, you shouldn't be doing that at your age. It was something that made them happy. And they said, when should I stop being happy? At what point should you just stop being happy and just be miserable? Be cranky, bitchy. Oh.
I'm not happy that she said some word, but she has the freedom to say what she wants to say.
People are mad. People are literally mad that older people just ain't having it no more.
Absolutely.
We're growing older differently.
We do too much.
That's what she said. She said,
do too much.
You're doing too much. And she said, well, go find somebody who does less because I'm not going to change. I like that. There's a few people that I've been following that are addressing the aging process. And one is called Fly Ageless. I saw her.
Oh, I love that. I love that one. Yeah.
And the other, oh my God, I met her at Chateau Elan's wine annual festival thingy.
What time of year that is?
November.
That? No,
it's in November now. It's
Are we going this year?
I want to go.
Okay.
It's on my. Yeah, I want to go. I just hope it's not sold out by the time I get my ticket. But
keep me posted.
I want and I want to stay overnight just because I like. So you about to make me go down another rabbit hole, but because I don't want to have to drive. I want to do all because they have more than wine. They have the downstairs and the cellar.
Absolutely,
and they have so many black.
So let's talk about that over lunch.
I love that.
Let's talk about that over lunch.
Okay,
we have a few things that's coming up that's really exciting in Atlanta.
But I want to say her name is Flo Jo Auntie. Where's your phone? Auntie Flo Jo. I wanted to give her a shout out. Okay, but I met her at Chateau Elan's wine annual wine festival. If you guys haven't been, you should go. It's a lot of fun. But and it's only an hour's drive. But like I said, this year I want to get a hotel room because they have hotels on the premises. Because there's a lot of vendors there, and they also have a lot of alcohol vendors.
Yes, we saw a lot of black vendors.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm not a big drinker, but what I do love are the bottles.
You like visuals.
I'm a sucker for a package, yeah. So it could be $100. And the bottle's pretty. You might see it in my house. And it might not be open. I'm just saying. I just like the way it looks. But anyway, the last thing, I'm sorry, I went to the left.
You went to the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mistress Angela, for answering those questions. Is there any last thoughts that you have about, I know we talk about orgasms a lot, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but we were talking about it a lot first.
We are.
Now I see it streaming. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
You're trending.
Orgasms and menopause. We're going to talk a little bit more about that next time, because I think you have some really good insight on people who are going through menopause and how they can up their game in their sexual sessions.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be our next show.
Absolutely. I'm going to say this. There's an event coming up in November. It's called Farm to Table. What's the name of the event?
That's right.
It is by Greenleaf Potions, right?
Greenleaf Potions. Robin Little is the owner.
Yeah. So I mentioned that because it's also about education, some things that we don't talk about. You know, I love to talk about things that we don't normalize in our age bracket, right? But the event there is going to be pretty amazing. I think it teaches us in a different way to relax and embrace who you are. So it's not just about orgasms.
Become a noodle. Oh, sorry. It's not just about sex.
Right. It's not just about sex. It's about really living your authentic self. I do think, but sex for me is a huge part of it.
Right.
Right. Because it releases.
You're so well rounded and so well versed. Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You gonna be there?
I will be there.
I haven't got my ticket yet, but I did share it on my personal Facebook account. And I shared it on Mosaic Moon's account as well. Then I got that going on. Anyway, I will be there. Last year was really fun. Did you go last year?
I think so. Yes, I did. Because that was the first time I think.
Listen, all I can think about was them grits. I don't even eat grits. I eat grits. Anyway, the ticket is $25.
Yes.
Farm to table.
Just DM or something like that. But
or you can see
I'm sorry. Yeah, we mentioned those events because there are ways to get in touch with yourself, right? Mm-hmm. I always talk about spending time and learning something a little bit different when you're constantly in the grind. Mm-hmm. And what the sister at Greenleaf Potion is doing is teaching you that in a different way. Something that we're considered taboo in life is no longer taboo. Her name is Greenleaf Potions. 1 + 1 is 2, right? So she talks about and educates how the benefits of herbal substances. Mm-hmm. And I think if we start to understand infused foods and that type of thing. So she's like an amazing sister in that area. Mm-hmm. If you start to understand why the things that are taboo to us really shouldn't be taboo, but if we learn how to use it in a healthy way, it makes a difference. Same thing with our sexuality. It's been considered taboo in our society for so many years because it was used as a source of power and not for pleasure. Mm-hmm. So how do you reach into that taboo space that you're blocking in a huge healing component of your life and vitality point of your life? Mm-hmm. How do you approach that and break those taboo cycles that's in your mind so you can have a healthier relationship and maybe just increase your energy overall without the meds or in conjunction with the meds and all the things that we do?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there.
That's good stuff?
Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay. That's good stuff. So I hope you guys can go. Last year it was on a ranch, a black-owned ranch that was huge and beautiful, had horses, and it was off of Enon Road in South Fulton.
And it's not expensive.
No, it's $25. I mean, come on, you blow that on 2 drinks.
One.
It depends on where you go. Yeah,
that part. One plus a tip, $25 is one drink. This would have been like a $50 drink. Don't call it
a craft or custom or a designer cocktail. And then that's $20 and $5 for a tip right there.
That part. Mm-hmm. So one thing I'm doing as we close out for the holidays, and I'll share the link with you so you can share it with your team, with the fam, is doing those intimacy urgent care specials for people for this time of year. This is the huge season of snuggling and wanting to be with someone. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when we're stuck in such a routine, we don't know how to break that cycle. So doing those 3 sessions and doing something special for the About This Age and Thing community is coming up next week.
Speaking of snuggling.
So yes, you're going to share that link when I send it to you.
I love snuggling. And this is the year.
It is.
Somebody had on Instagram was so funny about finding your boo for the winter.
Absolutely. And it was chilly the other night. I don't know. I was like, ooh. It's snuggle time.
You know, some people are charging for that. Some people you can hire.
Absolutely.
No sex.
I know some people that do that. I know some people that I was thinking about doing it, but I was like, I don't have time to.
You don't have time to be snuggling. They'd be mad if you shortchange them.
But I like to snuggle.
So yeah, that people are paying for that.
It's been a huge thing for a long time now. Like it's groups where you can do hugging, and it's not even just about the sex; it's about the connection.
Right?
I think
there's no sex.
It's usually no sex.
There's no sex. It's just snuggling for an hour.
In one group. Now, one group may be some other things, right? But there's different levels to it.
This show is a little longer than normal because...
Oh, my God. It's time to go.
I'm having a great time.
Okay.
I was going to say we should do a quick snip on businesses, but we'll do that in December for the Christmas holiday.
Well, as we close out the year, right?
Because I want to highlight some Black businesses.
Yes.
That are established by 50 plus.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Yeah.
So, can we do sparkles that day? Can we dress up for the holidays?
Yes. When you said sparkle, I just met my friend Sparkle, the actress.
I remember her. Yes, I remember her.
She's not even. Is she 40? I don't even know.
No, it doesn't matter. But she's amazing.
Can't be on the show.
She's amazing though. But can we dress up for the holiday show?
Yes. I think I'm gonna be an ice queen.
Yes. I don't know what I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna be something amazing.
I'm gonna wear a tiara. Yeah, I've been not saying nothing.
Tiara. Well, can we go tiara shopping?
Yes.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm excited. I'm ready for December already.
Yes. Okay.
So we're gonna celebrate then.
Is there anything last words you want to say?
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Mistress Angela at the Wifey Life Tribe is here for you. Her number that you can text is 404-545-0237.
Thank you.
She's here for you. And say that the emergency thing again. I love that.
Intimacy Urgent Care.
Intimacy Urgent Care.
So I'll start sharing the links with you.
Y'all know I need to call. I just had a thought.
IUC maps. That's what they're called.
Oh.
IUC maps.
You fancy.
I am that.
I mean, we were just a wee tot. Teaching
us way behind the years.
I think I want to do this. Okay. Do this. Christmas time is coming up. So, I know there are people who have like sisters and stuff who they talk to all the time, friends, sister friends, or biological sisters or whatever. I gotta tell you one quick story. And they need help, right? They tell you they need help, and you have not told them how glorious your sex life is because you don't want them to feel bad.
That part. Or you don't want them to try to dip in.
You could get them a gift certificate.
You could. So
to Mistress Angela.
Let's do this.
Sessions.
Yes,
that would be a great gift.
What I will do, and I'm doing this off the cuff, so I need to write this down.
Is it a special just for about this aging thing?
A special for about this aging thing. Okay, so let's
click like and click share. We do a drawing.
The price is usually much higher, but the 3 sessions we can do for $99, right? That's about 10 hours of time total. Nice. 5 hours together with me one-on-one. And then the other 10 hours is a 10-hour commitment. Let me say that to yourself.
For $99.
For $99. And we'll do the 3 sessions. And they just have to mention.
You know what you're saying?
I do. It's recorded. I got you. I got you. I say I got you. So this is me saying I got you. For real. And it is towards the end of the season. It is that snuggling season. So I want to do something special for people because we need it. And I say I'm about this, so I'm gonna do this for your squad.
Wow,
right?
That's great.
If you see the flyer that's coming out, just say about this Asian thing, and I'll make sure they get the $99.
$99 for 10 hours.
For a 10-hour commitment.
Wow.
For us together for 10-hour commitment. And that's between now and the end of the year. Because what I want to do, I do want to make sure that you get what you need during the holiday season. I talk about how people have holiday sex, right? If you're a holiday sex person, let's make this count, right? This is your time of year to get it in. You know what I mean? So if you need some help getting it in or elevating that special space for yourself, this is I got you.
Is she done?
I got you. I'm done.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm done.
So there are people who watch us from other cities and states. Can they have this special and do this over the phone, or do they have
Absolutely. So it'll be virtual. It'll be virtual. The only way I can do the $99 thing is, or even some of the special promotions I do is if we do it virtual.
Wow.
So
that $99 needs to be paid up front, or did you like half down and then half?
We do payment plan. We can do deposits and do it along the way. Do a payment plan. We can do a payment plan because we love our payment plans, right?
Okay.
So we can do it each way.
I'm gonna start your business.
Yeah, we'll do it each way because I want to make sure it's not about the money. It's about I have to get paid for time, right?
Of
But it's
course.
about people really seizing the opportunity and taking charge of maximizing this time of year.
You're basically giving it away. That's more.
It's basically
of an
a love.
investment
It's a
for
love.
you.
It's a love offering.
We
It's a
tend
love
to
offering.
we tend to show up more when we have invested something.
Yes,
something.
yes. Which is why my prices are usually much higher.
Yeah,
My costs for my sessions are usually pretty high, but I want to do this for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my way of giving back at this time of year. So
thank you.
You're welcome, because I believe in this, because this is what we live day to day.
So click like and click share. Click like and click share. Feel free to comment. I forget to say this on the show, so I'm going to be saying this more because somebody told me, you got a great show. You need to just get them to click like. Y'all know what I do? For 30 minutes, I was just telling somebody this. For 30 minutes, once a week, I sit with my phone and I scroll and I like people's things that don't have a lot of likes. That I actually like, though. I'm not going to like it.
You're not faking it. You don't
I'm
fake
not gonna
it.
fake it.
Don't fake the orgasm.
But there's so many people out there trying to do good things.
Absolutely.
And people are not liking it, but they're stalking you and watching you. And so I just hit the heart. It's not that hard.
It's not. Show love, give love.
I was just having a conversation with somebody. They're like, I saw your show. I was like, really? Because it didn't get a like.
So people are, they have their own things. They have their own things, right? You said like, click.
Just like and click. Oh, and then,
Like
she said,
like, click.
she said, oh, it's because I watch it on TV, and that's why I can't like it. I said, oh, but if you watch it on TV, then just click it on your phone.
The mouse, the little arrow. Okay, we're going to talk about this later. Let's go have lunch. Want to have lunch today?
Yeah, I do.
Let's have lunch today.
I want to sit outside because it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
All right, I appreciate you all. I love you so much. I let this go longer than normal because Mistress Angela is
I'm
worth
family.
it.
I'm family.
You're worth it.
We're family.
You're
We're
worth
family.
it. And some people really need more time with you. I'm trying to get them to get more time with you.
Well, that's why I'm doing that.
So they can see the value. And we're going to put the $99 special.
I'll promote it. I'll
below.
send you the link soon.
Okay. And this is going to be exciting.
I'm excited.
This is going to be
Stay
exciting. I was
excited.
trying to think of what I could make up to do just for $99.
But it's for anybody,
good,
any range. And if you want to just, like you said, gift it to somebody else and say, hey, I know this
Yeah.
sister who's doing some great stuff, then gift it to somebody else.
Yeah, get a gift certificate.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I got
for
you.
the holiday season. What a nice thing to come.
Better orgasms for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better
And
than
I
the
know
elf on the
people
shelf.
Yeah. Look, now I love my elf on the shelf.
It's better than that.
I love my elf on the shelf.
I'm just
Anyway,
saying, orgasm elf. I don't know which.
my elf or my gnome.
Oh my God, your gnomes. Okay, we gotta go.
I love my gnomes.
We gotta go.
Love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Please don't forget to like, share, and I would love to see your comments. Support us. Help us grow. Watch us on Instagram. Usually after a week of being on YouTube, I will post the video on Instagram and Facebook.
That sounds great.
All right, and then we will tag the Wifey Life Tribe so you can see it on Mistress Angela's pages as well. Have a fantastic day, and don't forget, don't let aging dictate the way you get older. Aging is something that we have to do. Getting older is something that we choose to do that. Like, we know how we want that to happen, so make sure you control that.
And stay ready.